Hi everyone. So I've been getting tons and tons and tons of questions on how to start keto. Okay, I made a previous video on 5 tips on how to get started mentally. So if you are interested in that video, which I highly suggest you watch before watching this one, it's 2 videos before this one. Just scroll on my page. Anyways, so before I jump into it, I am 10 weeks, 3 days into keto, and I've lost approximately 24 pounds worth of fat. Yes, honey. So it's possible. It's very possible. I started at almost 170 pounds. I am now at 145 pounds. I'm going to show you a picture real quick. So you saw my before and after weight pictures. Okay, so let's just get started. Say if you are interested in keto and you've been researching, you've been reading, and you've been looking at other people's posts, and you've been seeing foods here and there and how people eat, and it's just so overwhelming, right? There's so much information out there that you're just like, man, fuck this. You know what I mean? Don't say fuck this. You are overthinking it. That's what the problem is. All of this information that's given to us, that's provided to us on the internet and Google and Instagram and Facebook, wherever you're finding your information at, does become a little overwhelming. So we have to keep it simple. Let's say you want to start tomorrow. You already have a little bit of knowledge on what you need to do. High fat, moderate protein, low carbs, right? We got that part down. But you're still kind of like, you're confused. You're just confused. Wake up tomorrow. Here's what you do. Okay? You can decide whether you want to eat 2 times a day or 3 times a day. It's up to you for the first week. So tomorrow, you wake up. Okay? Say if you go out and get a breakfast taco, like a bacon and egg breakfast taco. Don't eat the tortillas. Just eat what's in the inside of the tortillas. Okay, so that's like a breakfast option. Now, if you're not a big breakfast person, cool. Wait till lunchtime. At lunchtime, have yourself a salad. When I say salad, a big salad, like a big salad with chicken, with avocados, with bacon, with cheese, with ranch dressing, not fat-free ranch dressing, because fat-free ranch dressing, say that 3 times, has hidden sugars in it and high carbs. So eat the regular, the Kraft, the Hidden Valley's fat-free ranch dressing. Eat until you're full. Don't overeat. Don't eat your whole bowl of salad just because the whole bowl of salad is there. Okay, we're not talking about counting calories yet. We're just talking about keeping things simple for the first week to get you started. Okay? So for dinner, for example, you can make a steak. You don't know how to measure your steak yet? Just think a steak use your palm of your hand as a size of reference for the meat that you eat. A size of chicken breast, a side of chicken thigh, even if you cook it for yourself. Just think of the size of your palm. A piece of steak, another 2 eggs, 1 egg, 2 eggs, because I love having eggs for dinner, to be honest with you. When there's no food in the house, when I'm low on groceries, bacon and eggs is my go-to. And it's always so satisfying and delicious. I feel as though there's a glare. Let me just lower this beam down real quick. Is that better? Sorry, I'm a mess. Anyways, so those are 3 meals I just gave you examples for. Okay, so let's get into the keep it simple part. Tomorrow, when you start, cut out eating all carbs. Carbs consist of bread, tortillas. Tortillas, like corn tortillas and flour tortillas, no go. Anything with flour in it. When I say flour in it, like gravy mix, you can't have that because gravy, they put flour in their gravy mix. Pastas, no go on keto. Pasta will blow you up. Pasta causes inflammation in your body. Pasta is man-made. We want to eat food that's grown from the earth. We're going to cut out all cakes. Cakes has enormous amounts of sugar. We know keto, you can't have sugar. You could have sugar substitute, like you could have stevia. Be very careful when you go out to eat and you see those little sweet and low packets on your table, the pink ones and the yellow ones and the blue ones, equal and all that stuff. No go. The only sugar substitute you can have is stevia, or there's something called erythritol, which I don't even touch because if I can't pronounce the name, I'm not going to eat it. Cookies, crackers, no go. Carbs. Tomorrow, cut out all sodas. All sodas. I know there might be some people who's addicted to soda, but soda is a drug. You know why it's a drug? Because it has such high sugar content in it. And if you know what sugar does to your body, sugar keeps the insulin level in your body high. When your insulin level in your body is high, you will never be able to lose weight, ever. You want that insulin level low. And by keeping the insulin level low, you have to cut out all carbs. When you eat sugar, sugar converts into carbs, and carbs are no-go. That's why it's high fat, moderate protein, and low carbs. Carbs can only come from veggies. Just keep in mind that carbs can only come from veggies. Okay, so we got first step down. Tomorrow, cut out all carbs to include sugar and sodas and bread and tortillas and pastas. Cut it out. Just know tomorrow's day one. I'm going to cut all those things out. Okay, so that's step number one. I have my notes down here. Step number two, eat simple foods. You see all these fancy pictures on Instagram of all this keto foods and you're like, man, I want to make that. I want to try that. Yes, you can make that and try that once you graduate to the next week. Let's graduate through through week one first, I should say. Okay, eat simple foods. You can have bacon, it's high in fat. You can have eggs, it's high in protein and fat, low in carbs. Eat half an avocado with every meal. 3 meals a day, eat half an avocado with it. You can have salad with like eggs and bacon and broccoli and, make yourself a nice, hefty, big salad. Have it with ranch dressing. It's a high-fat dressing. No fat-free ranch dressing. If you don't like ranch dressing, there's also tons of other dressings on the market. Just Google will become your best friend. Google, what is keto salad dressing? And then you're gonna see a whole list of salad dressings that you can buy. Like I said, Google was my best friend for the first week. It's like, can I have squash? Can I have this? Can I have that? I Googled it and I say, is squash keto friendly? Is asparagus keto friendly? Like I would literally Google, is whatever food I'm trying to eat keto friendly? And it will come up. You can have like a ground beef salad, like when you make tacos, because everybody loves tacos. Instead of putting it on a flour tortilla or a hard taco shell, put it on a bed of lettuce and you won't believe how amazing and delicious it tastes. You do not need flour tortillas or corn tortillas or any kind of tortillas for that matter. Tuna, everybody loves tuna. With your tuna, hook up that tuna. Put eggs in it. Put mayonnaise in it, not fat-free mayonnaise, real mayonnaise. Put mayonnaise in it. Put relish in it if you like relish. Tomatoes, onions. Eat it on a bed of lettuce. That changes things up. For dinner, have a piece of steak. Fry it in butter or olive oil. Use all the seasonings that you want. We'll talk about seasonings later in week 2 when we graduate. But in the first week, season that meat, make it taste good. You know, like you want your food to be tasty so you don't feel like you're restricting yourself so much, and so that you can feel as though you're being satisfied with good foods, right? That's the second step. Tomorrow, keep it simple. Don't go fancy. Don't go trying to make Instagram famous foods. Like, don't. You're just going to confuse the shit out of yourself. Okay, so we got first step, which is cutting out all carbs and sugar. Sodas, crackers, bread, pasta, gone. Eat simple. Simple foods that you have in your refrigerator. I'm pretty sure every refrigerator has bacon and eggs. Don't reach for that bowl of cereal with milk. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I apologize. I think I got cut off. I had a phone call that came in. So I think we got done with step 1 and step 2. Step 3. Now this might be a little bit challenging, but if you want it bad enough, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna learn it, and you're gonna understand it. Okay. Step 3. Now it might not be as simple as you think it is, but it really is. Just give it a try. Give it a try. You're here looking at my video for a reason, because you're interested in keto, because you want to change your life, because you want to lose weight, because you want to become healthier, because of any and all other reasons that you want to go keto, okay? Stay between 20 and 30 grams of carbs per day. That's why in my 5 tips to keto video, I say that one of the 5 tips is you have to count your macros. So, for example, read labels. We all know how to read. We all know how to read. If you pick up that ranch dressing, for example, turn it around and look at the carbs. It clearly says carbs. Say it's 5 grams per tablespoon, for example. You're only allowed 30 grams per day. I'm using 30 as an example because that's what keto standard is. Keto carbs macros is anywhere between 20 and 50. 50 is the higher side. I'm at 20 grams per day. That's what I eat per day. Because 50 feels a little bit high to me, especially since I'm fairly new, you know. 10 and a half weeks in is new. Like, I'm new to keto. I'm still learning, and I learn every day. I research and I read articles every day. Knowledge is power. So, sorry, I got off track there. Stay between 20 and 30 grams. Tomorrow, when you pick up that ranch dressing, look at how many grams on it. If it says 5 grams per 1 tablespoon, you measure your food, put 1 or eyeball 1 tablespoon if you don't want to measure. It is your first week, so you can cut yourself some slack. 1 tablespoon is 5 grams. Now you know you just ate 5 grams out of your 30 grams per day. Okay, let's split up this 30 grams that you're allowed per day. Okay, you eat 3 times a day. Know that you can have 10 grams in the morning for breakfast, 10 grams for lunch, and 10 grams for dinner. 30 grams. Now, what these grams of carbs are, vegetables has carbs in them. For example, asparagus has carbs in it. You know, what else has? Broccoli has carbs in it, and broccoli is really healthy, you know, but that has carbs in it, but it all adds up to the 30. So that's why I say you have to track your food. Download the Keto Carb Manager. That helped me. I'm using it till today. I track my food till today, and I'm 10 and a half weeks in. I want to eat different foods every day. Therefore, I track my food every day so I don't go over my carb limit. Super important, you guys. It sounds hard because it's in grams. We have to split it between meals. But once you do it, it's easy. Easy to track your grams. Easy. Download that carb manager. Buy sugar-free items. For example, there's sugar-free. There's basically everything on the market that you can think of is sugar-free. But just because it says sugar-free, you still have to look at the carbs. You know, look at labels. Labels are important. Come on now, guys. Cut out pasta. Cut out carbs, bread, rice, all the carbs you could think of. Sodas. Let's cut that out. That's easy. You can cut that out. Come on, you could do that for a week. You know what I mean? 2, eat simple foods. Bacon, eggs, salads, tuna, chicken, steak, veggies, butter, mayonnaise. We can have stuff like that to make our food taste good. 3, stay below your carb limit. Stay below your carb limits and read labels. Buy sugar-free item. Tomorrow, maybe this should be tip number 4, I guess. Start drinking half of your body weight's water. If you are 150 pounds, drink, what's half of that? 75 liters, right? Something like that of water. Or just keep it simple. Drink a gallon of water a day. Drink the water. Water helps you lose weight. Water flushes out your system, flushes out the toxins. It helps rehydrate you. It helps your cells. Water is important. Yeah, you're going to be peeing up a storm, but it also keeps you satiated. You know, it keeps you full longer. Sorry, I think I had another phone call that came in. Long story. Anyways, so we got those 3 steps in, guys. Start it tomorrow. Use those 3 steps that I had just mentioned into just the first week. Of course, you have to continue doing it if you want to see results, you know, but keep it simple the first week. And then the second week, we can progress and graduate a little more. We can probably start intermittent fasting the second week, which is, I think, key to keto. We can start making new recipes for the second week. But the first week, let's keep it as simple as possible. Here's another thing that I do. You know, that first week, your body's going to, once you get rid of all the sugar and carbs, your body's going to be confused. It's going to be like, man, I have a sweet tooth. I want to eat something sweet. What do I eat? What do I eat? You get confused and you panic, and then you eat a chocolate bar. Once you eat the chocolate bar, you got to start from day 1 again the next day. It's almost like you can't really cheat on keto. You want to get into ketosis. What that means is that your body has eliminated all of the carbs out of your system, out of your pancreas and liver, and is now using fat for fuel. That's why people burn so much fat on keto because they're no longer using carbs for energy. They're using fat for energy. That's why we're eating high amounts of fat. So I had another phone call. So the first week, your body is going to go into shock. You might even experience something called keto flu. And what keto flu is, legitimately, you feel like you have the flu. Once you have keto flu, you know something is working, because keto flu is a way of your body telling you that, hey, where's all these carbs? I've been eating bread and sugar and rice for all these years. Now that I'm getting rid of it, it's confusing your body. When it confuses your body, you start to feel a little bit nauseous, a little bit lightheaded, kind of lethargic, kind of like in a zombie state mode, if you will. You feel sick, like you get a headache. But there's ways to cure keto flu, and I'm gonna make another video on that, because that's another video on its own. But 80% of people fail keto because of the keto flu. But if you do things the right way and eat things the right way, keto flu will go away in a second. With that one day I remember that I had keto flu, I literally came downstairs and I grabbed a handful of raw spinach, because I love spinach, shoved it in my mouth. I was sitting there like a rabbit eating spinach, like a maniac, standing up, pacing back and forth, because I wasn't feeling good. 5 minutes later, my headache went away, because my body was craving potassium. When you're on keto, your body gets rid of a lot of minerals, the sodium, the magnesium, and potassium. And how you can substitute that is you can take magnesium pills, or you could take potassium pills, or woman's 1 a day. That's what I did. Or eat stuff that has high potassium, like spinach. That's what I did. Oh, one other thing. I completely left this off my list. No more fruits. Fruits have natural sugars in it that will spike your insulin, that will throw you out of ketosis, and you will never even go into ketosis. So no more fruit. Try that out. You can have very minimal amount of things like blueberries and strawberries, but very little, like not even a handful, not even a cup, maybe a quarter cup, if that, very little amount of sugar. I mean, fruit, definitely no bananas, none of that, so people might like their fruit, but you guys, this is the way I see things. You guys have been eating carbs for years. How old are you? Ask yourself, how old are you? Say you're 35 years old. You've been eating carbs, bread, rice, cereal, grains for 35 years. You can go 1 week and try it out if you are serious about keto without eating those foods again. You know what it tastes like. You know what it does to your body. Look at your midsection. Why are you here watching my video? I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to be smart. I mean, I'm just trying to be, I'm being realistic, to be honest with you, because you know what those foods taste like, and you also know what those foods did to your body. That's why we're cutting it out. That's why you're here trying to figure out how to go keto tomorrow, right? Okay, so like I said, the first week, the keto flu is strong. I'm going to make another video on how to overcome keto flu within 5 minutes, literally within 5 minutes. Here's life, that what I was drinking during the first week, because water can get boring sometimes. It's kind of like, ugh, you're just chugging down water. Powerade Zero. Make sure it says 0 sugar. So Powerade Zero, I drank at least 2 of this a day for the first week, because not only that it's no sugars and it's 0 calories, 0 sugar, but it's high in potassium and high in sodium, which we need. It basically has all of our electrolytes. Those are all of our electrolytes that we need to beat keto flu. And it's tasty, and it tastes like sugar. It's the illusion of sugar. What I also did was sugar-free Jell-O. Sugar-free. When you haven't eaten sugar in 2 or 3 days, and then on the 3rd day you started keto, for example, I'm just giving you an example, you're kind of like, man, I want that sugar taste, like sugar is a drug. Just think of sugar as being a drug. Like when you're a drug addict, you want that certain drug, right? But since you can't have it, it's like your body's kind of like yearning for it. Like it's like you're trying to, like, you want it because it's like you're addicted. People are addicted to sugar. Sugar is a drug. I don't care what anybody says. I've researched so much things on sugar, and sugar is a man-made product that's used to kill us. Basically, to make us unhealthy, to make us fat. I could do another video on that, but I'm not gonna get gung-ho here on you guys and confuse you. Sugar-free Jell-O. I have this after dinner or after lunch, or whenever I crave that sweet sugar taste for the first week. And not only the first week, I've been eating this at least, I wouldn't say once a day, because my sugar craving has gone away completely. I'm now completely fat adapted and in full ketosis. My body is a fat burning machine. Like I am on, like, I feel as though I can teach a keto class of how much knowledge I put into my brain by researching and reading, and just, I'm living keto right now. I'm living keto. I'm a walking fat adapted ketosis individual. I hope that video wasn't too long, but try it, guys. If you guys are interested in keto, I lost 24 pounds in 10 weeks and 2 days. I walked past the mirror today and I'm like, damn, girl. Don't you want that 10 weeks from now? Don't you want to walk across the mirror and be like, shit, you look good? And I'm not trying to be conceited. There's a difference between being conceited and being proud. I'm proud. I'm proud because I put up so much hard work into this keto lifestyle, into intermittent fasting, and into weight training. Now I'm weight training. I put up so much work into my body. I am not conceited. I'm proud. There's a difference. Know the definition. Be smart. Knowledge is power. Keep things simple. Carbs is bad. Sugar is bad. Keto is good.